What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Lost Colony. Last we left off, we tamed a couple of Osodons. We got one of them in the breeding pen. One of them is a perfect tame. Yeah, we ended up getting that. And they're currently in the breeding pen. And off camera, hold on, there's a polar bear over here. Let's kill you. Otherwise, you're going to attack me. But yeah, anyway, last we left off, we tamed a couple of Osodons. One of them was like a perfect, the other one lost a bunch of levels. But we managed to do that, and let me show you what I've done off camera. So, off camera, I managed to get a female Mega Raptor. This girl here, it was a max level. She had about 48 points into health and 35 into melee. She had the same melee as the male, but she had way better melee, obviously. So we're going to breed these two up and see what they're all about. First, let me get this done. And I also got a female Osodon off camera. This female right here. She ended up having 42 into health, 37 into melee. So she ended up being way better than the male here that we tamed. So we're currently breeding them up as we speak, trying to get some stats ready. Hopefully next episode we'll be able to do a resource cache. That's what I'm hoping to do next episode. I want to get an army of, what do you call it? An army of Osodons, so we can do just that. I want to see what Osodons can do, but in today's episode, I'd like to see if we can finally perfect tame a Desmodus or two. These Desmodus that we have are cool and all, but they could be way better. So today we're going to see if we can find ourselves a perfect tame Desmodus. Now, I do not know where the other cave is, otherwise I would try to find it. There's a Desmodus cave on Lost Colony. Let me see if I can find it real quick. We could try 8275 for the bat. We have a Desmodus, not a Desmodus, a Diodon right here that we could use. And I believe we do have a couple more that we could use as well. Let's go and see what we have for Diodons and whatever. Let me just put the blood away so we have it. Yeah, because apparently Diodons are the best way to use it, because we need to have something for the Desmodus to pick up, so then it can like suck the blood from it, because that will like increase the taming effectiveness of it. So that's what we need. So what do we need? 39 points into health. These Diodons are basically exactly what we need. So let's just have these Diodons here. And then, let's go ahead and... Oh, I also got another Diplocalus off camera. I, randomly spawned this in because I don't think these guys spawn on here. But this is what we got during the Christmas event last time. So, we got a Diplocalus. And, we probably will never end up using this guy. But he's there anyway. But yeah, in today's video, we're going to see if we can get some Desmoduses. I was going to see if we could get a Dinotherium, but we only have like 3 beers in the fridge right now. And let me see if we got any more beer. We do have another thing of beer. I'm just trying to produce beer as we speak because of that. I also want to... Alright, let me just see what difficulty this is. Because if it's a gamma, I might look at this next episode. Because I want to see if we can, like, destroy one of these. This looks pretty big. Breeding pits. Yellow, I'm guessing, means alpha. So we're not going to do that. Alpha is just, I don't know, a little too hard. We're probably going to need something even stronger to deal with that. But yeah, anyway, we got that. And, yeah. As we're doing this, if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 1,600 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the episode. So, let's go ahead and look at the map again. I think it's the blue building cave, 8275. 8275. We're going to see if we can look for that. We got a bunch of Diodons. We've also got the Drakeling. 8275. I tried looking for it once, but, like, I couldn't find that one, so we're just going to see... Once we get to the area, I'm going to pull out the gene scanner and see if we can find any Desmodus. See if we can find the location of the cave that way. Because we're always going into that other cave. So I just want to see if we can find the other cave. Alright, I'll see you guys once we get to this other cave. Okay, I think I found it. I think this is the place we need to be. Now this is where bats mainly spawn, like the Desmodus and stuff like that. I don't see any up here. But I think if we go a little further into the cave... Oh no, there's Desmodus right here. There's a level 60 and a level 55. I should probably... No, wait, I think we're in the same place as we were before. Yeah, we were. Damn. Alright, 55, 60... 55. What levels is pink one? 95. I think this cave's just another way out. Yeah, it is. Then what's the cave I'm thinking of? Yeah, this is the same exact cave we went into before. Oh, I can't pick this up. Excuse me. Where'd you come from? 145... That's a 145. It's... Unfortunately, it seems to be stuck. Alright, I guess I can't pick this up, so I'm going to go ahead and demolish. Alright, yeah. There's a 145 in there. Unfortunately, it seems to be stuck in that structure. Yeah, it's stuck in there. Yeah, let me see if I can find this other cave. Okay, I just found another cave. I think this is where we need to be. 1 second. Let me just go in and see what's going on over here. This should be the cave I'm referring to. Hopefully it is. We should go a little deeper in. And in case you're wondering how I'm able to fly, the bat can fly in here. No other flyers can. There's a lot of other stuff down here. What do we got? 140. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's onyx down here. That's not what we want. Is this even the right cave? Let's kill everything. Kill everything in here. Anyway. Oh god, did I just... No, I killed a 55. Okay. That's not too bad. I killed a 55. I thought I killed the 145 for a second. I'm trying to kill everything in the area first. Oh god. Alright, that was a Desmodus. Alright, anyone else? Alright, there's a wolf here. Let me just kill you real quick. Alright, now the only thing that should be left is the 140. Oh, there's something else in here. There's another wolf. Let's just kill everything in the area. I'm not even sure if this is the right cave I was thinking of. I don't even think this is the right cave. But we're going to see if we can perfect tame a Desmodus. So you are a level 140. This is 27 into health, 27 into melee. Alright, we can't really screw this one up too much. Alright, Drakeling. I'm actually going to put you away for the time being. Alright, let's get the sleeping bags down. So then if we... No ground or snap point. The hell do you mean no ground or snap point? Do I have to do it on, like, the rock or something? Maybe. Okay, we can place them here. That's good. Alright, so we've got our means of getting back here in case we die. We just need a bit more cementing paste and some stone so we can get a gravestone going. Give me a second while I do just that. Alright, there we go. We've got our gravestone, so if we die, we can at least respawn. Alright, let's place the Deodons down. Of course, another spider spawned in here while we were here. Alright. We've killed everything in the area. We're going to try to tame this 140 Desmodus. Of course, there's a scorpion over here. Now, we need to get the Desmodus to pick up the... And there's another scorpion. Where the hell do these scorpions keep coming from? Now, let me place all the... Oh, my God. Where do all these snakes keep coming from? Okay, piss off. There we go. Anyone else? Can I just place my Deodons in peace? We got about 6 of them. Alright, we need to make sure these guys are on passive when we do this. And of course there's another spider. Alright, let me make sure everything's on passive. Of course there's a dragonfly attacking. Oh my god. Piss off! There we go. Oh my god! Anyone else? Well, why are you breeding? Oh my god! Of course, there's another Onyx. Right now. Anyone else? Alright, is that even all the Deodons? Alright, that's all the Deodons. Okay, now to get this bat's attention. Make sure everyone's on passive. And then we can start the taming process. I don't want him to go after me right away. Don't go after me right away. Yeah, go after one of them. There we go. Alright. That should increase the taming effectiveness. Alright, what are we at? What are we looking at? 59%. Alright, Desmodus. We're going to need to do this a couple more times. So if you could aggro to me, that'd be great. There we go. Aggro to me and then pick up one of the pigs again. There we go. Alright, yeah. We're just going to have to keep doing this until it's perfect taming effectiveness. That's the goal. We're at 61%. I don't remember if you need to have the blood packs on them or not. I would just keep doing this until it's like 100% taming. Yeah, we're basically just doing this to increase the taming effectiveness because it will always just start at 50%. We need to get the taming effectiveness as high as possible. That's the goal. Alright, we're at 86% taming effectiveness. Once we're at 100%, then we're going to let it pick us up. Alright, we're at 100. We're at 100. Now we can let it pick us up. Hey, now you can pick me up. Now that we're at 100% taming effectiveness, you can pick me up now. Alright, now this is how you do it. Let's go. 100%. And that's how it's done. That's how you get a perfect Desmodus. He came out at a 210. I'm not going to look at the stats. Yeah, 210. Alright, he came out at a 210. That's perfect. Unlike the other one, which I believe came out at a 170 something. That's how you perfect tame a Desmodus. Alright, let's get the Deodons packed up. And then maybe see if we can find another one. Maybe a female or something. Alright, is that all of them? No, there's one here. Well, let me just drop everything in your inventory before we do this. I think the more health, the better. Let me try increasing one of their healths. Alright. I think that's all of them. Alright. Let's get the sleeping bags. That was relatively easy. A little time consuming getting the taming effectiveness up. But apart from that, that was nice. Alright, let's see if we could find another Desmodus. Or it must be up here. Oh yeah, there's plenty up here. What do we got? There's a 140 male, 28 into health, 26 into melee, 55, 25, 145 female. Okay, ants, piss off. Alright, we got... Yeah, there's a bunch of bats here. Let me kill these dragonflies real quick. In a very bad spot. Very high up. Let's kill this Carno real quick. Let's just kill everything in the area. Alright. We need to single out the 145 female. Stop attacking me. Alright, there we go. We need to single out the 145 female. That's kind of the goal here. Maybe get her away from the other bats. There's a couple of 140 males here. Let's see. Oh, there's a snake there. Of course there is. Which one's the 145 female? That's a male. I saw a 145 female in that crowd somewhere. There it is, 145 female. There it is. I should probably switch to stone arrows if I can, so I don't accidentally knock this dude out. That's the goal. Alright, we got him. A lot of his friends showed up too, so... Oh yeah, that's a bunch of bats. Alright, I can't tell which one the 145 is, but... Oh god, yeah. So many goddamn bats. Yeah, one of them's gonna pick me up for sure. I should have brought the Osidon. Maybe have it kill all the bats, but I don't know which one's the 145. Alright, the 145 is chasing me at the moment, so... Alright, what we need to do is single out the 145. That's the goal. And maybe I can kill the rest of them, like this 95 here. Oh god, don't pick me up, don't pick me up. Nobody pick me up, please. Alright, that's the 145. Okay. I've managed to isolate, a little, sort of isolate the 145. Kind of. Or is the 145 chasing me? Alright, I got a 25 dead. Alright, there's the 90. Let me kill this 90 real quick. Alright, I managed to clear out most of the Desmodus in the area. We got most of them out. There's still a couple knocking about, but I managed to get that done. Oh my god. Wolf, piss off! I am very busy right now. Alright, let's place the Deodons down. Alright, you're the 140. You're the one we want. Okay. Alright, you do have a friend. I'm just gonna kill your friend real quick. Alright. We're way ahead. We got a scorpion attacking. Let's kill you. Alright, these trees are going to make it hard to see what's going on. Let me clear away some of these trees real quick. Alright, we're at 100%. Now he can pick me up. I'm going to start putting the pigs away. Now you can pick me up. We're at 100% taming. Come on, buddy. Pick me up. There you go. Alright, I'm not even going to fight it. I'm just going to let it happen. And there we have it. Perfect. Hold on. Come back. Come back for a minute. Hey, hey. Stop moving. 210. Yeah, that's perfect. That's just what we need. Alright. Let's pick up our Deodons, because we don't need them anymore. Or is that all of them? No, I think there's still 2 more knocking about. Yeah, there's still 2 more in here. Let's see if we can find the last 2 Diodons. And then, yeah, I guess we could just head back to base. Alright, there's one right here. Alright, there's a Dinotherium roaring in the background. I hope that's not for us. Alright. We got another 45 in-game minutes before Raptor Claws arrives. In the meantime, let's look at our 2 Desmoduses here. Alright, which one's the... Alright, you're not the one we want. Alright. So, let's look at our... Let's see if we can get, like, 40s in the health and melee. That's really all I care about. So, the male. 33 into health, 29 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 35 into weight, 44 into melee. So, the melee's pretty good. And let's look at the female. 30 into health, 34 into stamina, oxygen, food, no one cares, 28 into weight, 38 into melee. So we got some pretty decent bats. I might tame some more on my spare time or something. But right now, let's wait for Raptor Claws to get here. There we go. Alright. Where's the cryopod? There it is. Alright, let's see what creature we got this time. But first, let's, I guess, take out our Desmoduses, put it in the breeding pen. No, let's, alright. Last time we got a Diplocalus. What are we going to get this time? Let's find out. Please be something good. We're going to find out in 3, 2, 1. A Dimorphodon. What am I going to do with that? Let's see what stats it has anyway. Alright, it's got all of its points into health. Okay, that's not too bad. Alright, let me just put some stuff away, get the Desmoduses on breeding, and then maybe we could see if we can get an imprinted Desmodus with the stats. Alright, I'll see you guys once we get that. And we're back. We managed to get our fully imprinted Desmodus. He did lose the health, but we kept the melee, which is really the main thing. So let's see what we can do here. 310 already. That's pretty impressive. And this was the result of, like, a perfect Desmodus. This will be our main. It's not going to be used for breeding or anything like that. Alright, let's get you up to maybe 30k. That should be good. Maybe get the stamina up to 2k. The weight up to a 1k, and then put the rest in the melee. Let's go. Okay, let's get this Alpha Dinotherium. And now, of course, the Dinotherium's after me. Don't let him dismount me. I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Get rid of you, because otherwise you're gonna be a problem. Alright, let's not play Ring Around the Rosie anymore. There we go. That should give us a bunch of levels. Yeah, 32. Let's go up to 50k, if we can. And then just put the rest into melee. Alright, let's go. So yeah, we've got our perfect bat. Well, not perfect, but it's relatively decent. Alright, yeah. And with that, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.